Hey guys, Sandy here. Welcome back to my channel and welcome back to Making with the Manufacturers. So I never got back to this Paige Evans stuff last week. Still have a ton of it, so I'm going to do another layout. I'm going to be documenting this Big A meatball that we made. This was the first time we made these humongous meatballs, and I thought I needed to scrapbook that. So let's see what I can do. Right guys, so this layout definitely is full of pattern and full of color. So if this is not your thing, you might just want to turn off the video because it is definitely colorful. So I am going to gut this neon green paper here, and I'm doing that for one reason alone. And that is because I want the same exact neon green that is going to be around the edge of my layout as a photo mat as well. So I went ahead and gutted it, and then I'm going to trim down that gutted piece so that I am able to create a photo mat for my Big A meatball. Now, I am going to use two different plain sheets of paper for the photo mat, and both of these papers came from my Paige Evans collections in my paper stash. And they both came from the Horizon project pad. Now, I actually used all of the Horizon, except for the airplane papers, because, you know, I bought a couple extra ones of those. But I used the Horizon papers, and then I used a project pad, and then I got the project pad again. So this is the second time I'm using the project pad. So I feel accomplished that I've already used a bunch of it. I'm not feeling like, oh man, I still have all these papers from Horizon. What am I ever going to do? Like that's not bothering me whatsoever. So I went ahead and I can never remember. I made the humper edge on this piece of pattern paper because I'm going to use that as a border. And then I'm just going to go ahead and use this nice bright blue on blue paper as the foreground of the background. So, you know, two background pages. I am going to go ahead and use my washi tape here. What I am doing is covering up the cut edge on the back of the layout, so that way while I am sliding layouts in and out of my page protectors, there's not going to be anything that snags it, and I definitely don't want snags. I do move my layouts around a good amount of time before they end up in their final place in the album. Because I do not work absolutely chronologically anymore. Now, this is where the pattern might be getting a little bit excessive here. So I'm adding in this blue and white floral paper, and I'm adding that in because it matches great with the other blues in the paper. And then this big floral here that's on top of the humpers, that has that neon green in it. So all of the colors are coordinating. It's just a lot. There is a lot of pattern and a lot of color to look on this page. And that is why I placed this pink rectangle of plain paper right here, was to basically just give your eye some place to rest, because there's not a lot of resting eye space here. There is pattern and color galore all over the place. Now I am trying to figure out if I want to add something to this layout. I'm thinking, like, do I need to add more pattern paper? Do I need to fussy cut something? Do I need to find some sort of embellishment in my stash somewhere? And then while I am off looking for such things, I decide to bring in some letter stickers. So these are multicolored letter stickers, and this is the kind of layout where I really feel like multicolored letter stickers work. And that is big, bold, colorful layouts, and it doesn't really matter that your letters aren't all the same color, because it just works with the layout. So I had enough letters to spell out Meatball, which is fantastic. And then I'm going to go through my Kill-A-Kit with style for this month. And I end up pulling out one of the foam stickers from Simple Stories, and I'm going to pull out the word yay. And I'm also going to include the exclamation point. And I just go ahead and layer that a little bit over top of the Meatball words. And believe you me, after the camera went off, and actually while I was starting this voiceover, I was using my Nuvo Deluxe adhesive to go ahead and adhere down those letter stickers, because you and I both know those bad boys are going to pop off. Now, I did reach for my SCT sampler that I have sitting here on my desk, and I was just trying to see what I could add in just to give it a little bit of extra. Not that I really need it a whole heck of a lot of extra, because like I said, a lot of pattern, a lot of color on this layout. So I did find this little floral decoration thing, and I split it apart and put it on either side of the Meatball. And then I really wanted to bring in this frame, but I probably should have brought that in, you know, a few minutes ago so that I could figure out where exactly it was going to go. Now, I also thought about bringing in that white tag just to give your eye a little bit more resting space, but I didn't like it, so it went back. I did decide to use this puffy sticker that says Love Our Life, and it's not just loving our life because, you know, we're eating these big fabulous meatballs. It's also loving our life because Christopher and I made this dinner together. He made his absolutely delicious marinara sauce, and I made the meatballs, so we came together with some beautiful dinner. And that is actually what I am journaling about up here. I talk about how we both contributed to making the dinner, and it turned out great, and how much I love cooking with my husband. It's just a good time, guys. So I am using a Muji pen, and this is a 0.35 tip. Now, I'm super sad because the Muji store in San Jose has closed down permanently, but I still get my Muji pens online. I probably am going to need some here shortly because they are starting to dry up. And that's okay. Pens eventually dry up. That's the whole point. Use the pens until they dry up so you can buy more pens. You know, that's like my philosophy with all scrapbooking supplies. Use it so you can buy more. So there it is. I am going to drop the date down there. And then this is my super pattern-filled and colorful layout about a big A meatball. Thank you guys for watching, and I will see you again real soon for another video.